Oh, look at this. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to the Purple Sofa and welcome to me, Annie D. Yes, this is where I get absolutely real on season 2. And when I say real, I mean all the hitches and glitches that come with live, because this is exactly what I'm about. And you know what? To be honest, everybody likes a bit of a laugh and a joke when things go wrong for somebody. So I keep it all in. Rahul, good evening. Sudhanshu, good evening to you. Thank the Lord. Oh dear, oh dear. So, well, what do we expect today? Well, I welcome my guest, actor, model, musician, Sudhanshu Pandey, to my sofa, well, virtual sofa this evening. Now, he's a bit of a busy bee because he is on set, so I am going to try and get as much time from him as possible. So I'm not going to waste any more time. You know, Kancharia, hi, you too. Now, let me get my guest in. So because he is in a bit of a hurry, you know, I'm a bit of a risk taker. I know the risks, but I will still do it. Oh dear, let's see. So let's see if the connection holds. I know it's quite bad on set, but I shall always try. This is what it's all about because I persevere. Hi, Sudhanshu, how are you?
Hello, and how are you doing?
Oh, absolutely fine. Is this a set or is this the best place you're where
Right,
connection?
this is just right outside the entrance of my set.
Yeah,
And I'm here sitting in my car because if I go and sit in my makeup room, you
yeah,
wouldn't be see me properly because
yeah,
but the network isn't really friendly at Film
yeah.
City, side Film
Yeah,
City.
I know this because I've done this before, but I still do it. You know, I'm just a sucker for punishment. But listen, are you really busy now being on set? Because when I talk to other people, they're like working 12, 13 hours a day. I mean, is this because you never know if the lockdown is going to happen again? Are you trying to get as much work in as possible? Or is that a normal day for you?
No, 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 no. That's not the case anymore now. I guess it's the lockdown and the COVID and everything is just a part of our lives now.
Yeah.
Not the lockdown. I mean, there can't be any lockdown anymore. So
Oh,
has been accepted as a part of our lives now. So we've got to go on, and the
yeah.
business are going as usual now. But
Yeah.
I don't know, fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know what to say. We're running against time, so we've got to work every day.
Yeah.
And we're trying to shoot as much footage as possible per day,
Yeah.
per shift.
Yeah.
And I end up shooting about 12 to 13 hours every day because we
Gosh.
trying to catch up
Yeah.
um, with the telecast, time and, there's always a cutoff limit. I guess there's always
Yeah.
a cut, that by this time we have to finish all this work and we have to give it to the channel. So
Yeah.
because cutoff time, we've got to slog our,
Yeah, beeps off,
yeah,
beeps off,
yeah, yeah,
just in case,
yeah, yeah,
because you never know the age group that's coming in here. But
yeah,
look,
yeah.
you're a man that's done probably over what 35 movies, as well as being in a
Yeah,
boy band.
probably
What?
maybe 4 now. Yeah.
40? Oh, look! Oh, I'm behind the times. So that's why I was. It's approximation. Maths was never my strong point. But you were also part of India's first boy band. Is that true? Music.
Yes, that's very true. I was a part of India's first ever boy band called a Band of Boys,
Yeah.
and we named it very conveniently a Band of Boys because uh, that's who we were, and we believed we were. So
Well, it's
yeah.
a, it's
So
a,
if it were to be formed today, I won't be able to justify being called a boy.
yes.
Uh, but I feel happy when people remember me from the Band of Boys and they say, "Oh, you're from the boy band. You're from the Band of Boys." And I say, "Yes, I'm from a Band of Boys. Yes, definitely. No more a
Well,
boy."
well, it could have been you could rename it the Band of Men. It actually sounds there's a bit of a ring to it, don't you think?
Yeah,
Band of
I
Men.
rename it a band of gentlemen actually now
A
because
gentleman.
yeah, all the boys have turned out to be pretty good men. I would say so. Yes, I
Well,
would.
we know what you're doing. What are your other colleagues doing that used to be in the band then? What are they up to?
They're all up to something or the other. I mean, they're all doing pretty well. Siddharth Haldipur is a music composer now. He makes music for
Wow.
films. In fact, they made music for a film that I was a part of. I did a film called Murder 2 with Mahesh Bhatt, and they
Yes.
did that. And yeah, so they're doing their bit. Chintu Bhosle is mostly doing shows with his grandmother Asha Bhosle. Karan Oberoi
Wow.
producing some stuff for web series. Plus, he keeps doing his music videos and stuff. And Sharon is a very very busy DJ. And yeah, so I guess everybody's doing their bit now,
Yeah.
and they're all doing pretty well.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, now listen, I'm a self-confessed stalker, okay? And
Yeah.
I have stalked you, if my mum only knew. Anyway, so I have, the reason why I stalked you, I'm like a hamster on a wheel because I've been sliding down and I've been listening to you sing. Now, is it possible? You can say no, but I'm hoping you won't. Can I get can I be serenaded by Sudhanshu Pandey? Maybe a chorus from a song. Is it possible? You're in your car.
Totally, totally my pleasure. I'd happily do so because singing is something that I really love, and I do it with passion. And obviously, if you have a pretty woman sitting in front of you,
Go.
it becomes a lot easier. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna sing a couple of lines for you, and I
Okay.
hope you like it, and I hope you are serenaded and you don't run away from this live chat. Listening.
No, I won't. So, I'm waiting.
गुम है किसी के प्यार में दिल सुबह शाम पर तुम्हें लिख नहीं पाऊं मैं उनका नाम हाय राम गुम है किसी के प्यार में दिल सुबह शाम पर तुम्हें लिख नहीं पाऊं मैं उनका नाम हाय राम
Oh, absolutely love it. Thank you. Oh my God. I'm going to keep it forever, Sudhanshu. I think quite a few people will too. On one of my favorite songs, by the way.
Oh, lovely, lovely. I'm glad I sang this then.
Thank you. And thank you as well. Now, listen, a part of your many abilities, so acting, singing, but am I correct in assuming that you were also a very strong sports person? Was it badminton? Was that your game?
Yes, I used to play badminton when I was till the age of I think about 17. I played badminton. I was also a state. I mean, I played state level, and obviously you know your studies and this and that, and you know my father was he retired from the railways, so we were in a transferable job, and we kept moving one place to the other mostly. But I'm from Uttarakhand, and I lived in Nainital most of the time. But this period when I was in a city called Bareilly in UP, where I was studying in army school, almost fully mentally prepared to go into the army, and that's where I used to play badminton. And I played up to the state level, and then I had to quit because we moved back to Nainital.
Yeah, but I mean, like it was really risky though. So we moved, and so we didn't go into sports. But did you not think going into Bollywood and everything else was really risky? Did you see it? Did you imagine that it would turn out the way it has?
You know, Annie, I've never done anything in my life till the age of, I would say, 30, 35. I never give anything too much of thought before I did something. You know?
Yeah.
I would do it. I would do it just with an instinct, and anything that felt good, and I thought, okay, this should be done. I would go ahead and do it. So that is how I have lived my life till I was about 30 plus. You know.
Right. Oh gosh. Well, it's turned out really well. So obviously God is on your side. And it's
Got it.
also a good thing though that you like to keep fit because nowadays on movies, I'm not sure when we've moved on, but I'm not sure if it's a good thing. But you know where movies used to have an item girl. So the formula for every movie used to have an item girl to get the eyeballs. But nowadays we seem to have moved on where guys also need to be looking good and fit. So do you feel that you're lucky in that way? It just comes naturally to you because this is a good package.
Well, no, I haven't been offered an item number till now.
You haven't, but but aren't
I
having the
not to be
other
offered an item number anyway, because I don't think I'm looking at myself.
I mean, what I mean
I
to say,
no, 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 no. I'm just, no, I think these are very good times. Annie, I'd like to say that I'm not a very, very, very filmy person.
yeah, God,
I have over 40 films, but I've done it all with pure hard work and
yeah,
and absolute honesty. And I've never really, tried to move up the ladder, trying to find shortcuts, which is very easy. But
mm,
in the end, you get you are misled and you get
yeah,
sucked into things that you do, yeah, that you may regret later on in life. So all I can say is that after being here for almost 2 decades in Bombay,
mm,
I have earned, I may not have become a Shah Rukh Khan or a Salman Khan, but I have earned a lot of goodwill, a lot of
yeah,
respect. And anybody, all my contemporaries, all my colleagues, I would say we used to model together like
yeah,
Arjun Rampal, John Abraham, and um, well, all these guys, I mean, we used to model together, Rahul Dev,
yeah,
Milind, although they are much senior to me, age-wise and profession-wise. But I think all of us have, to some level earned respect and goodwill. I'm speaking on everybody's behalf because we come from the fashion world and we were
yeah,
models. So some have done exceedingly well. Some have been slightly slower but
yeah,
steady. And the good thing I feel about myself is that I may not have been super fast in getting success, but I've been very steady. And what matters to me is that I haven't changed as a human being. I haven't
yeah,
changed. I haven't changed my habits. I'm the same person, and I've tried to become only better as a human being, as a person. And I've been able to, follow my spiritual path, and I've been able to follow. I've got a family. I've got 2 boys. I've got 2 kids.
yeah,
And my wife, obviously. So what happens is that, I've always kept one thing in mind, that I have to lead by example.
yes,
So I have to set examples for my kids, and I don't have to worry about how quick or how big my name should be within this much time. I
yeah,
want, we all have our, popularity of different levels, and I'm sure I've gained enough popularity as well, through all these years.
yeah,
But what I have really kept in mind is not to ever do anything, or not to move at a pace where I would lose focus
yes,
on the way my life should look 20 years, 25 years down the line.
yeah,
I want to be a well-respected man. I want to be, I want to have goodwill, and I want to, have my children grow up and hear from other people that, they respect their father because of the way he has been, or he has conducted himself all his life.
yeah. I know, I love that. I mean, like some of our listeners are saying that's such a great message because now, to be honest, look what's happening. We've got stuff in the past being thrown out. And as you said, you've got a family. So I think it's a great message for any budding actors or actresses to literally think before they do anything, because I think your past is just as important as your present, because you never know when it's going to come out and you never know what situation you're
Absolutely.
going to be in. And yeah, absolutely. So fantastic stuff. And I hope listeners take a bit of that away with them this evening. But going back to your career now, you went into the Tamil kind of movie industry as well. So in the Tamil side, when you're doing Tamil movies, I mean, how did you get that? Do you speak Tamil by any chance? How did you get approached?
No, I always say that, once an actor, always an actor. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's like love has no language, right? You can express love without even saying a word. Same way I feel an actor can express in any language, right?
Yeah.
Because emotions have no language. If I were to get angry or do an anger sort of scene, there won't be a different anger in Tamil, right?
Oh, this is true. You never know.
So yes, so I got approached by somebody from Chennai, a big name, a big director, for a very, very big franchise there. That was my first film as an actor. And it just worked out pretty fine. In fact, I was probably one of those few actors who dubbed his first film with his own voice in Tamil language. And I didn't know the language, but
you expressed yourself.
Yeah,
You facially expressed yourself.
Yeah.
Your anger and your love and your sadness.
Yeah, all of it.
But you loved it so much that you went on to then work on 2.0 with Rajinikanth. Now, how amazing is that? How amazing is that? What was that like?
It's definitely one of the best learnings I've had in life, especially because I've worked with a lot of people. I've worked with Jackie Chan in a Hollywood.
Yeah.
I've worked with Vinod Khanna here in Hindi films, and Vinod Khanna played my father in one of the films. Two of the films he played my chacha, and so I've worked with all these legends, and I've done so many films as a hero. I've done so many films as parallel leads, and in fact, Singh is King was my first film in a character role, but I didn't want to do it in the beginning because it's a role, and my manager said, "Bro, just do this film. Trust me, this is going to go down history," and I did it, and it definitely created history. So having worked in with so many different people in life, the only person I've actually felt the real respect for is Rajni sir. Because his success cannot be compared with anybody, right? His stature as an actor, as a celebrity, or as
seen as a god.
Yeah, he's seen as a god. He's beyond stardom. He's beyond everything, right? So, and when you meet the man, he is so humble that you don't know what to, you don't know how to conduct yourself in front of him. He's so down to earth. It's unbelievable to be working with a man who's beyond stardom, who's seen of kind of fame that you can't imagine most of the time.
Yeah.
And if you are going to talk to him, right? You're going to talk to him. He doesn't even sit down and talk to you. He stands up before you can reach him. So it's he's that amazing. So you have to request him to please sit down, sir. Please sit down. It's okay. No, he would not sit till you call for a chair for yourself, and then you sit down and talk to you. So he's that unbelievable. Plus, I had a great time shooting with him. There was a scene which was, had all of it. Me, Adil Hussain, lot of Anand Mahadevan, and Rajni sir was sitting right opposite me. And I've forgotten the girl's name who was the heroine in the film. The British actor, what's her name? Man?
Which one? Oh God, you know what? I can't remember. But
It was there, and all of a sudden, and I had this major sequence where I had to stand up and yell at Rajni sir and Chitti. The scientist Rajni sir, and I had a long dialogue, and once I finished saying it, Rajni sir started clapping, like a baby, and I was so heartwarming to see that somebody like Rajni sir, you know, he didn't really need to do it.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to do all that, but he did it, and it was so amazing. I mean, I wouldn't expect anybody to do that, and for a Rajnikant to do that to a young to a young
Yeah.
actor, younger actor, I would say, and somebody who can't match up, you know, with him in terms of his stature. It's very encouraging, I would say. It's very encouraging, and it's a lesson in humility for anybody, you know, from this industry. It's
Well,
unbelievable.
if they get a chance, if they get an
If they
opportunity
get
to. Yeah,
that's true. I consider myself really lucky to have worked with him. Definitely,
I mean,
definitely.
because you have said that he changed your life. I mean, that's the kind of
You
impact that he's had on you.
I'll tell you something. He and I had a lot of spiritual discussions. He's a very, very,
Yeah.
very deep spiritual man. And you know, on the last day of my shoot, he called his man. He said he asked him to get a book, and he got that book. And then Rajni sir was sitting in front of me, or he's writing something on the book. And then he stood up and came to me. He said, "Sudhanshu, I want you. You know, this book changed my life forever,
Yeah.
and I want you to have this book." So
Wow.
he gave me that book as a present, you know, as a parting
Wow.
gift. He
Good.
wrote a very sweet note
Yeah.
in his writing to me, and it's a prized possession, I would say. I've got that book with. It's called
Brilliant.
Living with the Himalayan Masters, and it's again, you know, very spiritual, and so
Well,
he's a very different kind of a human being, you know.
yeah. No, oh, fantastic. Now you've worked, like you said, you've worked with, doing Tamil movies and you've been in Bollywood. Is there a difference between the two and the atmosphere in the two sides, the two industries,
But
well, the
indeed,
same industry?
yes, yes, it is the same industry. The I would say everybody works really hard, but in the Tamil industry, there's a lot of humility. There is the people
Yeah.
are a lot more real. The people are a lot
Yeah.
more. Um, yeah, I think that they are too humble, you know,
Yeah.
which you don't
I
really
don't
find
I don't think
in.
anyone can be too humble, but it's like nowadays,
Yeah, yeah,
it's a lovely trait, and it's even more recognizable because there's very little of it. But
yeah.
so you made. But did you make your debut in Bollywood with was it Kalari Charge Sobis? Is that the one that you made? That's right. And you've worked with many stars. I mean, you've worked with Anil Kapoor in 24. You've worked with, Akshay Kumar in Sing is King, as you mentioned yourself. Now, I have to say with that movie, when I first started playing it, because I was in England at the time, I
Hmm.
have to say when I first saw it, I thought, you know what? Oh God, I can't watch this kind of movie. But do you know, I kept on going and I could not believe how much I enjoyed it. Is that what you felt when you saw the script? Is that the kind of feeling that you had when you saw the script? Aren't you glad that you did it?
You talk about Sing is King, right?
Absolutely, yes. It was,
So yeah, so when you know, I went to my manager, said my manager told me he really requested me, and he almost insisted that, you know, I go and meet Anis Basmi, who was the writer
yeah,
director of the film, and he said just go and meet him once, and then you take your call. Okay, so I
yeah,
went to Anis Bhai, and Anis Bhai said, Sudhanshu, all I can promise you that is that your character is the only character which has a parallel track. You have a love angle
yeah,
that's going on. But trust me, he said, I will make your character so good, and this film you will remember always. And he said, and then he narrated the script to me, and when I heard it, I said, oh my God, this is going to be a crazy ride.
yeah,
It's going to be a very crazy ride. So I said, fine, let's go ahead and do it. Let's just do it, because it wasn't really, you know, it was probably one of those first films where every character, it was a
yeah.
character-based film, you know, it wasn't
Yes,
a hero
yes,
heroine or a villain film. It was a character-based, so it was probably first of its kind that was being made. And
yeah.
I said, fine, let's do it then.
It was. I mean, the outfits, the music, the way that they were dressed, the humor, the
Yeah.
action. There was absolutely, and I have to tell you, I was surprised. It was unexpected, and I loved it. And I've seen it more than once. And I've even got a jacket, just like Akshay Kumar. I haven't got the turban though, but you've also done. Is it Das Kahania with all these stars? even that was kind of action-packed, wasn't it? Was it with Sanjay Dutt, Anupam Kher, Sunil Shetty, a load of stories?
Yeah, so 10 Kahaniyan was directed by Sanjay Gupta, and
Yeah,
it was again first of its kind in terms of the kind
yeah,
of genre it was. It was 10 stories put into one film, you know.
yes. And I was
And
thinking again,
yeah, I was a part of the first story where me, Mandira Bedi, and Arbaz played the leads, and then we shot for a music video where all of us were
that's,
together, and that
yeah,
was pretty good fun. And um, well, all these guys, Manoj Vajpayee, Arbaz, they're all friends of mine. They're old friends of mine.
yeah,
So it was good fun. Yeah, you know, Dia Mirza, she's
yeah,
also an old friend of mine. And so we're mostly we were all friends, other
yeah,
than Anna Sunil Shetty. I mean, he's a senior actor. So although
yeah,
he's also like an older brother to me, we had a lot
yeah.
of fun. Mahesh Manjrekar was there, and Aftab and all these guys are probably a slightly junior to me now.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
but we were all there in one film, and it was great fun together.
no,
You know,
that song Dust. That was the song that you all
yes,
did
yes,
together.
yes.
So Dust. You looked as if you were in your element. You looked as if you were all in your element because all of you seemed to be having a great time.
Yeah,
Uh,
we had a great time, and also Sanjay Gupta and his whole team. We used to spend a lot of time together. You
yeah,
know, you know, party together. We used to eat and drink together. So it
yeah.
was good fun. The bonding was very good, and that sort of came across on screen.
Yeah, definitely. I felt it. But you know what? Apart from all this partying and all this fun, as you said, you mentioned yourself, you're very spiritual, and we can see this,
Yeah.
where, on your social media, we can see it all. But sometimes, don't you feel that being spiritual and when you have to do all these roles, some of the roles that you do are in conflict with your beliefs or what you believe in strongly? Don't you feel that is an issue sometimes?
But it is like
Well, you're doing one now, Anupama.
Anupama. Yes, I was just about to say that Anupama would be the prime example. In fact,
Yeah,
in real life, I can never be like that to any woman.
yeah.
I am not a rude person at all to any, even if I
Oh
don't
gosh,
like.
have I lost you?
Um,
Oh, good, you back. Oh, brilliant.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I can't be rude to anybody. I don't know how to be rude to people. You know. So I've always been like this, and to be able to play a character like this, it really takes a lot of strength from inside, because even while doing a scene, you know you're acting, you're performing, and you have to say all these
yeah,
back to your wife, on-screen wife, and in fact, I'll tell you, day before yesterday, I was watching a scene that we had shot day before that, and it's going to be aired now on Monday. It's one scene where I'm screaming and yelling at Anupama, and
yeah. I
then
saw
that
it.
yeah, but what happens after that to her?
Yeah,
I was seeing that, watching that sequence, and I couldn't hold my tears back. You
yeah,
know, I was in tears, like literally almost cried watching that. So in real life, it's like it's heart wrenching. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it even while watching something like that.
it,
So
it
it
was
is,
harsh. It
yeah,
was harsh.
it's very harsh. So that is what I'm saying. So it's like when you're acting, you've got, that is why an actor's job is very fascinating, because you have to really get into a space in your head where you would
Yeah,
never be in your real life, and you would never venture there, in real life, and you can't be like that even if you try to, but only in front of the camera when you're acting. That's the beauty. When you're playing a character, you get to
yeah,
do so much, you get to learn so much, and with every character you grow so much.
yeah.
So,
Well,
it's
let's
beautiful.
hope we don't learn bad stuff from your character, though. Let's hope
No,
you,
yeah,
you
it's you know what not to do.
yeah, yeah, that's good answer if your wife is
Yeah.
watching. Oh, dear. What is the most difficult role that you've ever done then? That you felt, oh, this is a bit much. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I can't say it's every role, sort of sounds very difficult to begin with.
Yeah.
I've walked into some roles saying that, oh man, this is going to be a cakewalk. It's never like
Yeah.
that, right? You are stepping into a new shoe every time you are picking up a new
Yeah.
character. I
Yeah.
think my production guy is here already.
Tell them 5 minutes. Tell them 5 minutes.
Yeah, because
Give them
I
5.
I did the reading of one of the scenes that we have lined up, so they were all sitting and waiting for me.
Yeah. But you know what?
So it's every time you step into new shoes, it's difficult, and then you get the hang of it slowly, gradually, and then you start playing the character. So it's no character is easy to play every time, and it has to be convincing enough for the audience, for the viewers to be to feel connected with the character.
Well, let me tell you, I was almost in tears. But with but with all the experience that you've had, and we've seen, and to be honest, Sudhanshu, you are the whole package. You are smart, you're fit, you're tall, you've got everything. Now we've seen you in movies, but you like Ajay Devgan or someone like that, and you are more, Sudhanshu. You are more than that. Why is it I don't see you at the forefront on the big screen though? Why?
Because
is it?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. I did so many films, and then at some point in time, I took a sabbatical and I got into first. I was with the band for many years, for 3-4 years. Then I got back into. I did few films, for many years, and then again I stepped down and I started working on my home production. Then I started designing something for myself, and so I've had a very fickle mind as far as just acting was concerned. But now, since last year and a half, from the time I started shooting for Robo 2.0, I got very serious about my job as an actor, because I feel that there is so much more that I can give as an actor. And now, actually, I realized this at the right time, because now is the time that there is so much more happening. There's so much work happening. I've already done one, I've had 3 releases on web. One was Jamai 2.0, then there was Casino, then 100. 100 is a fantastic series. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but you must watch it. There's Lara Datta and I, playing husband and wife. We are both playing IPS officers, and Rajguru, who's a Marathi actress. It's a great story. It's a great, sort of a bunch of actors who are a part of that series. And then I did a couple of special appearances in 2 films. One with Mahesh Manjrekar, one is with Prabhu Deva. And one film releasing in South where I'm the villain and Prabhu Deva is the hero. That film. And then I'm, here busy with Anupama, shooting every day.
Right now.
So now I guess everybody is going to see me for a while non-stop. And did I decide to do something else other than Anupama? But right now is going beautifully, and I'm going to be here for some time.
Right. So just before we go, are we going to see you on the big screen as well? So already we're going to be seeing on the OTT platform. Are we going to be seeing on the big screen as well?
Always. You're going to see us on the big screen. Lot of me on big screen.
Well, I think it's about time, Sudhanshu. If these guys, because you can hold your own, and there is just no way that I can't imagine you not being there. I think this is your time.
I'm going to be seeing a lot of me on big screen for the rest of my career. Yeah, of course.
Good stuff. Well, you know what? I know that you're in a hurry to go, but any messages for your fans out there? Because there are a lot of them, lots of people. Rishika, hello to you. Tanvi. So anyone that you want to say hello to before you go, before you zoom off?
Everyone, and who have been kind enough to come and join us and listen to us chat here about everything that we did. And just keep my request is that you guys please keep giving us love to our show Anupama. It's a lot of hard work that we are putting in to entertain all of you, and do keep hating my character, because if you don't hate me so much, you won't be loving Anupama so much. So yes, do it, and do love Anupama, the show, and keep pouring in the love. And please take care of yourself. COVID is still around. Keep your hygiene and your health in mind at all times. keep yourself sanitized, take care of your elders, and take care of your babies, and take care of yourself. Health is wealth, and there's
Yeah.
nothing important than that. So take care of
Oh,
yourselves.
brilliant stuff. And listeners, thank you so much for coming on. If you want to hear more and see more of Sudhanshu, and I know you do, well, you can look at my IGTV. He's there. If you're going to come to my website, annied.in, come in, you'll see him there as well, and read all the articles, or like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, In Conversation with Annie D. Sudhanshu will also be there. So, I don't know, press the bell button if you want all the, I don't know, activities when I'm going live or something like that. But keep in touch. Sudhanshu, thank you so much once again for taking the time out. I know it
Thank,
wasn't easy. Thank you
thank you.
so much. Oh,
Well,
wonderful. I shall let you go.
thank you so much. See you soon.
Okay, see ya. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.